Good morning, everybody, and thanks for waking up with the Chase.
No way.
My God!
That's a 1 of 1, ladies and gentlemen.
Go to Dave's camera. I must ask you a question right now.
That's a 1 of 1, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, hell yeah, brother. Oh, sit back, relax, and crack a cold one. The Chase is live. Hey, this is for Jim Stoffager. If you're out there, you're an asshat. There it is. TV magic for you. How about that? What's up, Chasers? Good morning and happy hump day to you. I see y'all bright and early there in the chat already. Bally, good morning. PG, good morning. H. Cooper, good morning. Did they get you some free slippers? I wish. Quick story. Last night.
Oh, I've seen this.
My wonderful girlfriend, I asked for some slippers. I was like, man, I really need some house slippers. So she got me a pair from LL Bean. Man, let me tell you, I felt like I was walking on clouds. What's up, Evan, brother? How are you?
What up, Greg Gus?
Great Gus, too. Everybody, the usual suspects and more in the chat today for a great episode. I'm Troy LeCastro alongside my co-host and broadcast partner, Mr. David Yarger. What's up, brother?
What up? And you left out the best part of that story. You tweeted and tagged LL Bean, and LL Bean replied to you almost like they were concerned that you didn't like the product, and you were just like, hey, take the compliment.
Yeah, I think that's what Bally was referring to. Yeah, I'm like, just take the compliment. They're comfortable as hell.
I read that at like 8:30 last night. I was just dying.
Dude, I haven't had slippers for so long, and in my house, in North Buffalo houses in Western New York,
you need them
because all the floors in there are all just wood, right? So my feet have been freezing. I don't want to give you guys a picture of my feet in your head right now, but putting those slippers on.
That costs something.
Yeah, no feet pics for free. That's how we do it. No feet pics for free here. Oh, anyways, packed show today. We got a good one. I'm excited for it. So, David, should we just get right into it?
Let's as people would say, get the ball rolling.
Real quick, before we move on, I do want to say I did reach out to Gary Gates. The wings are on the way to him. I messaged him and I said, hey, if you get a chance while you're cooking up the wings and you're enjoying them, definitely send us a video. So hopefully in a couple weeks we'll have a video from him.
Where are the wings from?
Duff's.
Okay.
We settled on Duff's.
I guess
and
that's fine.
I was going to say, if you guys...
There's better places.
I was going to say, if you have or haven't been to Buffalo, you know the great debate is Duff's or Anchor Bar. And I can tell you right now, neither are the best around here. But if I'm going to take one of the two, I'm going to take Duff's.
I would probably agree with that. And plus, you don't need to mortgage off your house to eat Duff's, unlike Anchor Bar. So
also true. So, chat, do you guys want some motivation? Do you guys need a quote of the day?
Do you want it? I don't have to give you the quote of the day, but
I want
if you want the quote
Can
of the day?
I have it?
You need the quote of the
Please.
day? You need some push?
Yes, I need it. Yes.
I've always found that the speed of the boss is the speed of the team. Lee Iacocca.
Now, I did a little research on Mr. Iacocca here, and I think the reason he says it that way, come to find out, he is best known as an executive in the American automotives. He worked on the Ford Mustang.
So
there you go.
Love me a nice Mustang.
So he's got a need for speed. All right.
Too fast, too furious.
Too fast, too furious. I'm going to check what's on the docket today. Do you mind? Is that all right?
The floor is yours.
Thank you, brother.
The camera's yours.
Thank you, brother.
The prompter's yours.
Well, you know what Wednesday is? Wednesday is new release day here, and of course, we'll have it on the lounge later, and Two Bros, One Break. We're breaking new stuff all day, so we're going to have the new releases for you. And then we're going to take a look at a product from Leaf that is already sold out. We'll also take a look at PSAs by the numbers for the month of December, and we'll give you guys a first look at 22-23 Panini Dunross basketball. Then we'll be finishing up with our guest, Justin Underwood, a.k.a. Spidey Hits. And believe it or not, Underwood is our first ever recurring guest, and we'll discuss and rip a box of Marvel Studios WandaVision with him. But before we get moving into that, we got to give away some WWE Chronicles, brother. Now, we pulled that on Monday, and if you remember, that had 2 autos, including Solo Sikoa and several numbered cards. We asked you guys who would be the Royal Rumble winner. You guys had to let us know who you thought would be this year's Royal Rumble winner in the men and the women. Okay? You had to give us both. So, can I get a drum roll, please?
I
There
almost
it is.
timed it right.
How about the winner?
There
JT
he
Bryan
is.
from YouTube. Love this answer. Booker T
and Trish
Stratus. If this were 2004, I would 1,000% say that's like correct.
Hey, you know, the path that WWE's on, it could possibly happen.
Yeah, right. We might see Booker and Trish as a couple of the surprise entrants in the
final
ring.
the final two in the men's Royal Rumble. You know, the Hulk Hogan and Booker T this year.
So we might have Hulk Hogan. We coming for you. If you guys don't know that clip, look it up. Look it up on YouTube. All right, what do you say we move on to new releases for the day? Everything's dropping today, actually. So David, what do you got to start us off with?
Everything is dropping today, nothing on Friday. First up, we have 21-22 Panini Immaculate Basketball Hobby. Here you'll find 3 autos and 2 mem cards per box. You'll want to look out for rookie autographs and, of course, those Logoman cards. This Immaculate class is last year's rookie class, so you have your Cade Cunninghams, Evan Mobley, Scotty Barnes, Jalen Suggs, Jalen Green, and I know Troy's personal favorite, Josh Giddey.
Hell yeah.
Collectors can find a variety of memorabilia content from sneaker soles, sneaker laces, team logos, brand logos, and championship tags to Logomans. Immaculate. I just want to see one. I want to see some of the first Logomans that are pulled today.
Yeah, that's going to be sick.
I'm sure
I
we're
can't
going to be
wait for
breaking
that.
some too.
Yeah, it's going to be dope for sure. Can't wait for that.
For show.
It's got me pumped.
That would hit my chair.
You're welcome. So that was a
I
good
didn't
toss.
jump that time.
That was a good toss. You knew it was coming. Next up, we have 2022 Panini Flawless Baseball Hobby, which actually 2 Bros, 1 Break are breaking currently on their page. Here you'll have 7 autographs, 2 memorabilia cards, and 1 gem card per box. Flawless is, boing. Flawless delivers a unique blend of premium patch content, precious gemstones, on-card autographs, and other rare materials of players from decades past, present, and the future. Returning are bat knobs, bat nameplates, cleat spikes, and one-of-one cut signatures featuring such legends like Ruth Cobb Wagner and more. Also, look for the new base card parallels featuring dual gems, USA Gem signatures, and one-of-one jumbo batting gloves brand logos. You're excited for that, aren't you?
Next up, we have 2022 Panini Impeccable Football Hobby. Every box contains 5 or 6 autographs and 2 or 3 base or parallels. Product is back with brand new inserts and card sets and has something for every collector. Make sure you're looking for on-card autographs. Nice. All right. From all the best rookies, today's current stars, and even more Hall of Fame autographs. New in 2022, look for impeccable Hall of Fame autographs, Immortal Ink, impeccable star signatures, and illustrious ink. So be on the lookout for that.
So much coming out today, so let's quickly get more into the 2022 Finest Baseball Hobby. Here you're going to find 2 autograph cards per hobby box, and also look for rare Finest rookie variations. New inserts include 1994 Topps Finest Cornerstones, Aura of Excellence, and Finest Career Die Cut Career Years. There's 2 mini boxes per hobby box, 6 packs per mini box, and 5 cards per pack.
And next up, we're going to go vroom vroom to the track, make some left turns with 2022 Topps Chrome Formula 1 Light Hobby. Actually, they make more than left turns in Formula 1. Every box contains 4 black and white Ray Wave parallels, and look for additional light exclusive parallels. Additionally, there are 16 packs per box and 4 cards per pack. You've seen us rip the hobby version last week, and now we have the hobby light version coming out this week.
Yes, sir. And last but not least, we'll have this as a box rip giveaway later in the episode. We got Marvel Studios WandaVision Hobby. Look for multiple parallel sets on top of red and purple parallels printed on patterned foil board. That was quite the word jumble there. Additionally, there are numbered green, white, and black and white parallels. And, as always, look for autographs and one-of-one original art sketch cards in WandaVision Hobby. There's 15 packs per box and 6 cards per pack. And I'm not going to spoil it, but I may have seen a sketch card. I may have seen something else. So it's a fun rip. I think it's going to be. I did a little bit of research, so can't wait to rip it ourselves today.
Yeah, hopefully we get one of them sketch cards. The film cell cards look pretty dope.
Those are cool too,
so.
for sure.
All right, let's move on to Around the Hobby. We're going to start off with a new product from Leaf. Yes, Mr. Brian Gray. And the product features Buffalo Bills safety DeMar Hamlin. Obviously, we all know Hamlin endured one of probably the worst injuries we've ever seen. But he has miraculously began the road to recovery. Monday, Leaf announced they'd begin selling news flashcards that say prayers answered with Hamlin's auto. The cards started at $99.99, and all 210 sold out quite quickly. Leaf has come out and said this is a celebration of Hamlin's recovery, and also announced it will be making a donation to the DeMar Hamlin Foundation, which is the Chasing M's, in conjunction with the celebration. I don't know about you, aside from the card, I'm hoping he comes out of the tunnel on Sunday with the team.
Yeah, and I actually want to make a quick note, too. I went on Leaf's website yesterday. Excuse me.
One!
Woo! All right, I went on Leaf's website yesterday.
You might want to wipe off.
Oh, God. Absolute mess. Anyways, I went on Leaf's website yesterday to do a little just, update on it.
Yeah.
The autographed ones that were at $99.99, gone.
Yeah.
They're all sold out. So
Sold
all
out.
210 that they produced with autos, gone. There's still base left, and I think the base I want to say is $7.99 or $8.99. Nothing to sneeze at, JK. I would agree. Gremlins, somebody needs to time you out or put you in timeout. And why do you say we move on? But yeah, really cool. I hope he comes out in the tunnel on Sunday. I think that atmosphere would just, that place doesn't have a roof, but the proverbial roof would blow right off of
the structural
roof.
integrity would be tested.
Absolutely. So cool gesture there. They are making donations to the Chasing M's Foundation, and of course, a good celebration of DeMar Hamlin for sure.
Absolutely.
So next up, like we do every month, we're going to take a look at PSAs by the numbers for December.
Yes.
So let's check out what was submitted last month, starting with our first graphic here. So here we go. Most submitted cards by category.
Like no changes.
Not really. Soccer down makes sense. Obviously, World Cup is over. You're going to see that.
Yep.
That makes sense. Emerging sports creeping in there, not even in the top 10 in November. I think the man pictured on the left has a lot to do with that right
The
there.
MMA, yep.
But yes, I think that's a good point by Gremlin. Pokemon is interesting. Pokemon still, for the second straight month, sitting at 1.
I don't know how to explain it, to be honest with you. I'm not a huge Pokemon guy, so I couldn't give you many answers, but definitely interesting to see them. And plus, I feel like football you'd think would be moving up at a time like this with the playoffs now, but I guess
So I
not.
feel like maybe we'll see that for January.
Yeah, you're right.
Maybe I agree with you. You would think in December, but maybe in January will be more of the case. We'll see football maybe possibly take the top spot, but I think that Pokemon, you just get the global approach.
Mm-hmm.
You get the global approach. It's literally everywhere.
And don't call it Pokemon, or Jamal Williams will come for you.
Yeah, no. Pokemon. Speaking of that, can we see the next one, please? Okay, here you have most submitted cards by sport. Now, this is obviously specific. He's having a great year.
Wow.
He's having a great year with Montreal. Now, did I expect to see him shoot from... He shot from 10 to 2.
Unreal. That's
10 to
crazy.
2.
That's nuts.
But I think that's just a reflection of the kind of season he's having.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Cade Cunningham's down from 5 to 7. Makes sense. He's out for the year. So not a whole lot of hype around him right now. Wander Franco was not in the top 10 in November. Now he's back in it. Weird with baseball season not in session, but
I feel like he's still got a lot of hype. Bobby, how about this? Bobby Witt too. Bobby Witt Jr. Shipping up to 3, not even in the top 10. I feel like I'm reading a lot of not in the top 10s in November, and they've made it in there.
yeah.
Like 2001 Upper Deck Golf 1 Tiger Woods. Excuse me, but I'm going to assume here that might be a rookie. Or a very young Tiger.
It's a young Tiger. I don't think it's a rookie, but it's a very young Tiger.
Obviously, the 1996 Kobe. that's obviously the famous rookie right there. So that makes a lot of sense. But the fact there's a lot of new ones here that were not in November is very interesting. Bobby Witt Jr., definitely a lot of hype around him, I feel like, right now going into – what's that?
The Jordan being in there, too, that's a reprint.
That's a reprint. Okay, so good. You know what? Good shout out by Dave Stevens. Dave Stevens, huge Michael Jordan fan. He's saying surprising to see that at number 9, 1996 Flair, Decade of Excellence, Michael Jordan, because that is a reprint. So yeah, a little you're shaking it up there.
Yeah, little twists and turns, I would say. Bobby Wood Jr. definitely probably surprised me the most.
Yeah, because I was gonna say Wander, I feel like had that hobby hype to begin with, but the Bobby Witt not being in and then going right up to 3, I mean, they must see a lot in this kid, the hobby and of course the team too in the league.
Potential's there, I would say. Next, Julio. That makes sense. Julio taking that big leap because I didn't. It was going to take a lot to overtake Shohei, in my personal opinion. Wander is up. Yep. MJ, Kobe, LeBron, Ja, all staying the same.
Now,
Cade.
Interesting. Cade going down.
Yeah, exactly.
In the specific card, but going up overall.
Yeah, I'm trying to put my mind on that.
Well, my thing is maybe people are thinking right now, hey, while he's out, while he's injured. And I know PSA, I believe, recently they restructured the pricing again.
They did, yep.
So maybe they can send some more Cades in by bulk cheaper. So people are just trying to send his stuff in right now, get it graded, and sit on it until next year.
Yeah, and then football, you see, Justin Fields honestly makes sense right now because he had that 4 to 5 week sequence where he was putting up like 40 fantasy points in each game with his rushing and passing.
Yep.
So I can see why people are trying to convert on that. Jalen Hurts, obviously probably an MVP candidate, if not the MVP. Herbert and Lawrence down, though.
So interesting one here to me. Herbert and Lawrence down. Lawrence, he's at the 5 spot right now, dropped from 2, but I'm going to say January you're going to see him go back up.
T-Law?
Yeah. I think T-Law is going to go back up in January.
Well, especially if he can knock off the Chiefs this year.
Well, the sequence he had, just like Fields, in the last X amount of weeks in the season, and then of course 4 touchdowns, but also 4 picks. But a playoff win is a playoff win. So I think you're going to see Trevor Lawrence.
Third largest comeback in NFL history.
Yeah,
crazy.
You're going to see Trevor Lawrence
playoff history.
Ovi not in the top 5, making it up to 4 obviously makes sense after he eclipsed 800 goals, and he just keeps adding to it. So Ovechkin might be a case you might see him also go up a little more. And the Cole Caulfield though, very surprising, but I think it must be reflective of the year he's having.
It's got to be.
Yeah.
Especially to unsuit Kirill the Thrill. So, next.
I think we got one more. This is our last one here. So here it is. Just continued most submitted by the sports category.
John Daly. Everyone's sending in those John Daly rookies from Trivia Tuesday.
That's right, baby. Here we're ripping John Daly's. So that makes sense. That makes sense to me. Lewis Hamilton, I think he's always just going to be
he's
king
just
of
gonna
that guy.
stay there. You might as well just put that Lewis Hamilton number 1 in cement right there.
So I want to make a comment, Gavi, because I know Gavi is a young guy in the soccer world who's making his name. He's making a name for himself. So that doesn't surprise me that he went up from not being in the top 10 in November, because I think the World Cup that he had, the showing that he had, obviously that makes sense. Will he stay in the top 5 for January? I'm not sure. I think he may end up dropping again.
What about Ronaldo? Do you think he's going to drop? Because it was kind of like, I feel like a lot of hype around him was lost after he signed with the his new team. The Saudi team?
Yeah, he signed with the Saudi league. It's going to be interesting to see. You know what? That's definitely the appropriate time to do that. That's definitely the appropriate time to do that. Oh, good. It's hitting the wall. Hey, can you come in here and vacuum, please?
I vacuumed yesterday, so.
All right, yep.
Never a bad time to vacuum.
Thank God David vacuumed. Really appreciate it. Okay, we got one more thing we want to show you here. I'll let David take this one away.
Add it to the swear jar. I don't even care at this rate.
Speak up.
Next up, here at the Chase, we decided we want to start giving you guys some first glances at up-and-coming products.
You cracked.
Well, tentatively scheduled for February 17th, 2022-23 Donruss basketball will release, which will include the new class of... Oh, they're done. Okay. Which will include the new class of rookies, such as Paolo Banchero, Jabari Smith Jr., Chet Holmgren, Benny Matherin, and many more. So, let's take a look at what you can expect out of the upcoming product.
Oh, you're already taking a look there.
Yeah, you're already taking a look.
There it is.
Oh, yeah, so there's the Net Marvels. Some of these inserts are actually really cool.
Yes, I agree.
They that one is actually the night moves.
Can you pause on this?
Yeah, Stevens, you're going too damn fast.
That's all right. But there you see the rated rookies to me will always look good. Interesting. I feel like they start to move the rated rookie logo around the card because I know it's been top left, right? It used to be top left.
Yeah.
But I kind of like that bottom right action right there that you were seeing with Jabari Smith. Mm-hmm. I like that. And I like, too, I don't know if it's just trying to show the reflective shimmer, but you can see the colors kind of coming out of the side of the card here. Yeah, you see what I'm saying here on the Chet Holmgren auto, which Chet Holmgren, another one, unfortunately out for the year, but great to see that he's going to have autos what seems like live in this product. And if he's live in the product, I mean, he's another one, just like Cade being out for the year, you might as well. Yes. And then obviously we talked about Cade, but there was a shining star, Jaden Ivey right there.
Yeah, and then those two autos, those are, so the Chet one was the black laser, the Apollo was the gold laser. Yeah, laser. Very good. Those are like hobby only. So
hobby exclusive. Okay. Yeah.
So
good to know. Good to know.
And one more thing I wanted to point out, a super short print that's in this is the animation. I don't know if it was shown. It was a jaw, like the one that's that was displayed.
I know what you're talking about. I did not put the jaw in there.
Yeah.
I know which one you're talking about. It was the horizontal card, not the vertical.
The jaw is the super short print, and then obviously that night moves that kind of almost looks like a color blast.
Okay.
That's also super.
Also a short print there. Okay. So look out for the ultra rare of the night moves. I love that. Named after the Bob Seger song, obviously.
Night moves.
So there you go, a little early look at the Donruss for you there. Hopefully you like that, and we'll start to do that a little more with some more products once we get solicitations here at Dave and M's, and we can show you some early picks of the cards.
Yeah, always like to get an in-depth first look.
Yeah, excited about that, though, because, we've had a good calendar year of 21-22 basketball products, but, it'll be nice to see the Paolo Bancheros and the Chet Holmgrens and the Jabari Smith Jr.'s and the Ben Matherins cards start to come out.
Yes, and real product.
All right, well, we're going to head to our guest of the day. Today we have Justin Underwood of Spidey Hits on YouTube. Some of you may remember Justin from one of our earlier episodes where we talked about Spider-Man Metal Universe. Today, our first recurring guest will be discussing the new release of Marvel Studios' WandaVision hobby. So without further ado, let's welcome back Justin Underwood onto the show. So David and I were talking, and I'm pretty confident that Mr. Justin Underwood, a.k.a. Spidey Hits on YouTube, is our first recurring guest.
I couldn't think of anybody else that has made 2 appearances, like live guest appearances on the Chase. I think you're right.
So, Justin, how's it feel to be the first 2-time guest on the Chase?
I'm sitting here and I'm thinking, do I get an award? And then I realize, you know what? Being here twice really is the award. So I'm honored to be here. Thank you.
Wow, those very kind words there. Really appreciate that. And we brought you on for a specific reason because we were just talking. You know what? If we knew a Marvel product was coming out, we knew everybody has like an expert, right?
It's like Pawn Stars.
Exactly.
Let me call my guy.
Let me call my guy. Exactly. So you know what? I would say that we now have a Marvel expert in you, and of course, long awaited, I would call it. Today is release day for WandaVision. So how are you feeling about that?
Yeah, so WandaVision is an Upper Deck product that really focuses in on the Disney Plus TV series. WandaVision was really interesting. I don't know if you guys had a chance to watch it, but it was set in kind of this, odd TV sitcom, series where, each episode, it progressed like 10 years in how TVs were made. And it was really dealing with a difficult topic of Wanda and how she was processing the grief of losing what she perceived to be her children, and how she encapsulated this entire town and kind of took it over with her powers and all this kind of stuff. And so that's what this product really centers around. But it's got some really big stars when it comes to the actors that are in it. And so, yeah, it's got some good autos and things of that nature in it.
Yeah, I would agree. I mean, I'll say I did have a chance to watch it. Unfortunately, I was knocked out by COVID like last May. So I was like, what am I going to do sitting at home? So I had a chance to watch WandaVision. And I'll be honest with you, you'll probably laugh at me, but for whatever reason, I saw Doctor Strange, the second Doctor Strange, before I watched WandaVision. So let me tell you.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, exactly. So when I went back and watched WandaVision, I was like, this would have made a hell of a lot more sense if I would have just watched it chronologically like I was supposed to.
Doctor Strange Multiverse of Madness literally picks up at the end of the season of WandaVision, where she's dealing with the Darkhold and all this kind of stuff, trying to develop the ability to bring her children back, or to get access to her children.
Yeah, I thought it was an amazing job by Elizabeth Olsen. I really hope we get one of her autos in the box, which we will rip here in a few minutes. But yeah, I thought for Disney Plus series, one of the Marvel ones, it was one of the more talked about. I mean, some of the ones, I know Moon Knight was really popular, Falcon and Winter Soldier, but WandaVision and Low Key seemed to be the top two that everybody really, really loved.
I agree, because each episode there were Easter eggs, and you were trying to predict what was going to happen, who was the villain, what was really at play here. And so it kind of kept everybody glued to the television. My wife and two daughters, who generally don't watch a lot of Marvel movies with me or shows, all sat down and watched WandaVision and really enjoyed it.
And I believe, too, I always forget her name, but she is one of the most recognizable actors. She was in We're the Millers, if anybody has ever seen that. But like you said, Easter eggs, and you weren't sure what was going to happen next, who was going to come out, but obviously the next door neighbor, I forget her name, apologies, she ended up becoming the antagonist at the end of the show. I'll be honest with you, as the episodes rolled on, I kind of got that feeling, and I think I'm allowed to talk about this now, because I think the statute,
we're way past that.
Yeah, the statute of watching this show, we're past that. So if you haven't watched it yet, I'm not spoiling anything for you, but I would imagine she's in here. But early look at WandaVision, the product at least, what have you seen that's been the most intriguing to you?
It always goes back to the autos when you're dealing with an MCU product, to be able to get the autograph of your favorite actors and actresses. And Catherine Hahn, who played Agatha Harkness, who you're referring to, who did such a good job in that show, she's already been cast, and I believe they're filming for her show, which is going to be Coven of Chaos, which is kind of going to be the season 2 of WandaVision. As of right now, WandaVision doesn't have a season 2, so the Agatha Harkness Coven of Chaos will likely be that season 2. So her auto is really good. Paul Bettany, who's been in all the Avengers movies as Vision, who's Vision in this show, that's a big auto as well. So it's gonna be the autos that you're after.
And I know we talked a little bit, before you came on, and it was like you only had the one product for like 12 months. So how much anticipation have you had for this product?
Yeah, so if you're into the movies and as opposed to the comic books, it's been a lot longer than a year. Black Diamond, I think, was really the last time we had an MCU-related product at this level. And maybe I'm forgetting like some e-pack releases or something like that where you didn't have the physical. But you had Into the Spider-Verse recently, which was an animated series that's not really MCU. That's more tied to Sony. So this has been even a longer way for those who chase, the actor autos.
Now, I'm curious, too. We talked about, he just brought it up, great point by David. So Metal, Spider-Man universe we had, and now we have WandaVision. What are some differences within the products? Because like we talked about, you keep using the phrase MCU. This is obviously a MCU product. The Metal Spider-Man geared more towards the comics, but are there some other differences besides that in the two products, kind of comparing the two?
Yeah, it's totally different structure from a set standpoint. Now you do still have numbered cards, which were in both sets, obviously for Spider-Man Metal. You had numbered PMGs and Z-Forces and things of that nature. Another similarity is going to be sketch cards. Both products have original hand-drawn sketch cards, which are one-of-ones. They're not, reproduced, reprinted images. It's the artist drawing on the card. That has become a staple insert for Upper Deck in a lot of their products, and that's another reason why people will be, opening up this product to chase those sketch cards.
And I feel like this question kind of answers itself based on what we've already been talking about, but there's obviously been so many Marvel, into the Spider-Verse. There's so many things that have been released throughout the last year. Why do you think it's WandaVision right now that is actually getting a physical product instead of, say, Black Panther 2 or Doctor Strange Into the Multiverse?
Yeah, Upper Deck's had a really interesting release schedule. I'm going to use that word just to stay as positive as I can. Into the Spider-Verse was 3 or 4 years delayed. WandaVision now over a year delayed. So I can't say that there's like a reason specifically. I think it would have made more sense to release WandaVision, right there when Doctor Strange Multiverse of Madness came out to coincide with, Elizabeth Olsen being, on the big screen, in the news and people being able to pull those autos right then. I think right now we're getting this product because that's when the printers are giving it to us and whatever is behind the delayed release schedule for Upper Deck.
And now that kind of leads me into my next question. Do you believe that there's a certain reason for these delays from time to time?
I mean, I don't know specifically. I've heard there's been a change of printers. I think there may be an overseas printer now that is going to allow them to get product out faster, even at better quality. But I'm not sure. I can't confirm that. I have not heard that directly from Upper Deck.
So, we've been talking about this box long enough. It's been sitting in front of me here. I'm like, really, I'm getting the itch. I get the itch to rip. So I'm wondering, would you stick around for us or with us, and possibly provide some live commentary and, just see what we get as we go through. And maybe if you see some things, you could point them out to us.
Absolutely. Moments and memories of Marvel cards. Opening up boxes, seeing what people hit, watching their reaction. I love it. I want to see it.
Cool. All right, great. So here you are early on. I won't say the first, but one of the early on boxes you're going to see of WandaVision being open right here on the Chase with Mr. Spidey Hits, Justin Underwood. And the good news is, you guys, this is our box rip giveaway for the day. So one of you guys, one of the viewers, lucky folks at home, you are going to walk away with every bit of contents in this box, all the cards that we pull from here, hopefully an auto, some short printed, some short numbered stuff. We'll have to see.
I guess the big question is, what should people comment to enter to win?
Yeah, that's a good point. I think since it is based around WandaVision, and what do you think about this, Justin? I'm thinking, why don't we have people let us know their favorite part of WandaVision, favorite scene, favorite character, anything surrounding WandaVision. What was your favorite part of it? What do you think about that?
I think that's great. That's going to allow people to even learn about maybe some stuff they missed out on when they're reading the comments.
There you go. Perfect. Beauty. So there you go, chat. Go off right now. And, of course, you can also place your comment on the YouTube video after we upload that. So why don't we get right into it? Mr. Stevens, how about the overhead camera, my friend? Thank you, sir. As you can see, we got a little triple box here for you now. We're going to have the packs here, Justin to your bottom right, and us to the top right. Here we go.
15,
so we've got
15 packs. 15 packs.
15
6
packs.
cards per pack.
And that's a little bit different than you typically see with Upper Deck's Marvel card products. You typically see 12 packs and less. So this does give you 15 packs. And also a case, I think, is 16 boxes. Is that correct?
I believe so. Something around that. So there we go. Empty the box out.
If you're buying the case, you're actually getting more than 12 boxes, which would be a typical case order.
I will say, since it is Upper Deck, I will mention that, not to get too into something else, but Metal Universe Hockey actually just released recently, and it was the same format. It was actually 15 packs, which I thought was interesting. When it is normally you see, 12 or 14 or 24, some kind of even number, if you will.
Yeah. I mean, going back to the 90s when I began to open up boxes, you were getting 36 pack, 24 pack. So it's nice to see more packs to get that ripping experience.
Just want to throw it out there. Cases, a 12-box case, you can get on dacardworld.com.
There you go, dacardworld.com.
Throw a little plug in there.
So speaking of Catherine Hahn, there you go, scene right there where she has Olsen locked up.
Yeah, that's where she went down into the basement.
That's right. There you go, all the pipes in the ceiling burst. So as you're seeing here, I kind of like the design too, how you were saying that it goes through decades of television and the differences, and you're kind of seeing that here where it's almost a little TV static, if you will, around the border, and then of course the images from scenes.
The idea is it's her warp reality. You know, Wanda's so powerful that she can warp reality, and that's what she was doing in this town, right? And that's what the cards are going to see, and the inserts really play off of that. Okay, so you have a green one.
We got a green.
So I think you may have. Well, do you want me to say it?
Go ahead.
I think you may have a numbered card.
Okay.
I'm not sure. And again, this is my first experience with this product as well, but I think it's going to be numbered.
All right.
Ooh.
We've got some color in the back too, so let me just slide the base there. So here we see Welcome Home Wanda. That indeed is numbered. It's going to be 105 out of 225. Some interesting numbering there too.
Yeah, and I think that just speaks to the scale of the print run. So these are base cards with numbered parallels. You have red, purple, parallels, and then I think that's going to be your foiled kind of pattern parallel, and then you have the numbered green, white, black parallels.
All right, so here it is. To grow old in. Yep, there it is. The foil purple.
Camera.
That's nice.
I love that. Yes, the
That's a good
shimmer
looking
hitting that
card.
camera looks gorgeous. Let's see if this one's numbered. Okay, so this is going to be, I'm assuming, just the base purple foil parallel. We're not seeing any numbering here, but you did say there are some other foil colors besides the purple that we will be seeing throughout the product.
You're going to see a red one, but I don't know which one's like more short printed, but man, that felt like a purple one, and it was really.
So one, I'm looking at the checklists and everything. On box sets, it does say Wanda's Reality Plexiglass card.
Interesting.
So I'm interested to see what that one.
Okay, we've got some red in the back. We were literally just talking about it here. So here,
I think you're going to get a parallel, in every box. I mean, every pack. And I think the question is whether or not it's going to be red or purple, but we'll see.
okay. All right, so we have an insert set. We are an unusual couple, and that they are. That to say the least.
Yeah, to say the least.
Okay, I can't feel you.
Oh,
Let's see.
yeah. That was a rough moment. Vision's torn all apart.
It was tough. Yeah, that was now see, that was when it wasn't Wanda's reality, it was actually reality of what was going on there. Okay, so yeah, so that is going to be unnumbered, not numbered, if you will. So yeah, it seems like we might get a red or purple per pack. Let's see. We'll continue to rip on here. And actually,
how much movement of light and color are in those parallels.
it looks great. Yeah, it's fantastic. And actually, David, too, I don't know if you want to take a look, but on the packs, there are odds on the back. Okay, so yeah,
I'd love to
Justin.
hear that, 'cause the odds are not on the sell sheet, so that would be interesting.
Yeah, there are odds on the pack, I believe. There might be some interesting ones. So good point here, Justin. There is another purple on the back here.
This
Okay.
is okay. So what do we have here?
Blue here, sword. I'm assuming this might be another
These are from
insert
that
set.
insert. That's Monica Rambeau, who eventually is going to become probably pretty important in the MCU. There's a show going to come out called The Marvels, which may be a movie, not a show, which she should be in. She's one of the Marvels, like Miss Marvel.
Yes, okay. And I do remember in WandaVision, if you did watch, toward the end, they did kind of build to that.
Yeah, she was showing her power set. She's got a couple of different names. Spectra is one of those names.
Yes. Which is Spectre what they used in the show? I remember them coming up with something, or maybe I had to look her up.
I think you had to look her up. I don't remember them specifically saying it. So this is this purple? Okay, you had it. when you had it tilted, it looked really blue, but that is the purple parallel.
Yeah, that's definitely purple.
But like you said, look at that gorgeous shimmer when you just kind of flex it back and forth there, the way the light is picking that up.
Because the foil's not on the characters, they just really pop.
Yes, exactly. Agreed. So anything interesting you're seeing there?
So it says for base sets, Scarlet Red, 1 in every 2 packs.
Okay.
And then Purple Spell is 1 in every 2 packs as well. So I wonder if that's possibly. But then Green Vision, number to 199. White Vision, number to 99. Black and White, number to 25. The inserts, we are an unusual couple, which we've seen.
Yep. Right here, we got another one as David's talking about it. This one says, stop lying.
That Sword Profiles is also one of the inserts.
Okay.
On top of the inserts, also Welcome to Westview and Suburban Synthezoid.
Which is, and then the Sword Profiles and the Unusual Couples. We saw the Sword Profile one.
Yeah, it says, it looks like you're going to get 1 insert for every pack.
Okay.
So
1 in per pack there. Interesting. I wonder why they would call it Scarlet Red and Purple Spell. Interesting there. Okay.
Yeah. There's your Welcome to Westview.
There you go. Welcome to Westview. I love it. I love how it has like the, your 50s, 60s look to the sign there.
There are other ones. It says, we interrupt this program. That says 1 in every 180.
Okay, wow. Okay, great to look out for that.
There's a few more, too. Agatha All Along, also 1 in 180. And then, what's this one? Oh, One Lifetime or Another Film Cells, 1 in 360.
So we're really looking for the film cells here. Okay, interesting. Autos and the film cells rare. Okay,
yeah, but you can
red.
get an auto film cell as well. A lot of these inserts do have an auto version of them, like the Plexis.
Mm-hmm.
That would be nice to see. I feel like, in a movie sense, you can get, I'm sure, a costume auto, but hey, a film cell auto? There you go right there. Agatha Harkness, Are You a Witch?
So
she sure was. Spoiler alert, she was. I love that though. Out of a couple of chase ones there, out of every 1 in every 180 packs. So let's see if we're lucky enough. Now I don't know if either of you can answer this. Are we guaranteed an auto? Is the question.
Let me take a.
Or is it maybe in every other box per case type situation?
Well, if it follows at all like Into the Spider-Verse, it was 2 per case.
2 per. Oh wow.
Oh, but man, that's the card.
See, I love that right there. Maximize your candy acquisition. Number 1, I agree with her. She was telling her children to get more candy on Halloween. And you see here, she's dressed up in her Halloween costume, if you will. But, if you do follow the comics.
It was such a payoff for the comic book fan because this is the, original costume for Scarlet Witch. In the MCU, they modernize them. So you don't really get to see that very often. So it was really awesome to get that.
Which coming from, born in 93, I'll be honest, but, by the time I could start watching TV and retaining what I'm seeing, I'm still seeing replays from cartoons like the Iron Man, the X-Men animated series, and Spider-Man. So I do remember those more comic book based costumes they would wear in the cartoons, and I absolutely loved those. So, yes, I agree. Seeing that in WandaVision, I was like, that's pretty cool to me.
Yeah, it was awesome.
So there you go. Another one there, and another purple spell here. She's perfect. She's a perfect. Let's hit an auto though. I feel like we need to hit an auto.
Yeah, an auto sketch card.
I would love to see the sketch card. I personally love sketch cards.
Sketch cards are always fun too, though. I would agree.
You have something that seems a little different here.
I noticed that, Justin. Good call out there. Right in the back here. Yeah. So is this maybe an auto?
What is this?
Oh, okay. Suburban Synthezoid. I remember you bringing this up. Playing the ukulele.
So that's also another. That's another like insert. That's 1 in every pack.
1 in every.
So,
okay.
It's just a different.
So there you go, playing the ukulele. But I like the look of this card, and I wonder if there is an autographed version of this because I could see a sticker right over there making a nice looking auto. All right, there you go again with the Scarlet Red. Oh,
you saw something?
I think it might be the only thing in the. It's the only thing in the pack.
Oh, okay.
Oh my God. Do I have a little? Here, I'm gonna use this.
Here.
You got a little sweater?
Here.
The best time to wear it. Well, I'm glad you guys didn't see it then, so it'll be a surprise to you.
I like partially seen it, but I didn't see like enough of it.
Okay,
That
good.
makes sense.
Good. All right, Justin. Okay, I lied. There's 2 cards in the pack,
Okay.
so we can take that away.
Monica, and is this going to be a film cell maybe?
It sure
It
is. Wow! Look
Oh
at
my
this.
goodness.
Yeah.
Catherine Hahn as Agatha Harkness. We got a film cell.
That's cool.
Wow!
And
And I
That
no numbering, but yeah, I wonder if it is a red. I wonder if it's a red parallel or if this is what the film cells look like. So what was that again?
what's up?
Film cells. You said it was 1 in every what?
Film cell is 1 in every. Oh my goodness, I can't find it now.
Probably 15 packs.
I believe it's 15.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
So not a bad one to get though. I mean, I feel like we've been talking about Catherine Hahn a lot here.
Yeah, if you're going to get a film cell, let's get a Catherine Hahn.
Exactly.
So autograph, plexi, film cell, printing plate, and sketch cards combined to fall 1 in every 7.5 packs.
Interesting. Okay.
So,
Okay. Got the unusual couple. I don't know how many cards are in the We Are an Unusual Couple set, but I think we might be marching towards making that subset. Now I love this guy too. Obviously, I've seen him on another show on ABC. He was Eddie Huang's dad on Fresh Off the Boat. Fantastic show. Watch it if you haven't. So I love. Apologies, I don't remember the actor's name, but there you go, another.
He was great comedic relief in the show.
Absolutely, and I feel like that's what's good about MCU is you get a little bit of something for everyone.
Yeah, but it's not forced, and that's the thing.
Exactly.
Fits into the overall show.
ooh, another one.
We got another film cell,
Yeah, this seems 2 film cells in 1 box.
and that's Vision too.
Yeah, that's.
They're doing the magic trick.
Wow. Okay, so something I noticed too. I think I would like to make this apparent. Now you see here, Hans Film Cells says 1990 and then -3. So obviously, I'm sure the third one in the 1990s set.
Right.
But then Vision here, you have 1960-2. So it seems as though the film cells go by the decade from the episode that they were doing.
In that episode. Yeah, and things really started to unravel here in the episode when he was doing his magic tricks.
Oh my goodness.
Hold it all together.
Yeah. Poor guy consumed real food and he started malfunctioning like he was hammered.
Oh my god.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
It was one of those moments where I watched the show and I feel like I had secondhand embarrassment for him. It almost felt that way.
Yeah.
All right. Few more packs to go through here. Justin, what do you think so far?
I'm enjoying this actually more than I anticipated. The foils are really popping as opposed to Into the Spider-Verse. They were really kind of muted and flat. I love the way the light and the color comes off of these.
What do you think of the inserts so far?
I mean, the inserts aren't necessarily what I collect or enjoy. I'm not a huge MCU person outside of the autos, but I actually think they're well constructed.
I'm assuming, and mind you, I know what happens when you assume things, but I wonder too. I would love to see if there was a Elizabeth Olsen Scarlet Red auto parallel. I think that would look incredible.
Oh, if you could get all that on one card.
Oh my God, could you imagine?
Especially if it was like the plexi. So the plexi should be thicker, and it's going to be plastic, but also acetate, so you should be able to see through it.
I think this is a great picture here, as Justin was speaking earlier, how they did the costume, and obviously for the comic book fans, they love that. So you can see Vision here in his costume. And how about them introducing her brother into it? If those who don't know, her brother is Quicksilver.
Evan Peters played Quicksilver, which is Wanda Maximoff's brother, but he was Quicksilver in the Fox version of X-Men.
Yep.
And of course, in the MCU, Quicksilver had died, so it was really kind of confusing at that point. We were like, is this how Disney's going to introduce the X-Men? Because they had acquired Fox at that point in time,
right?
And they had the ability to do that. And Ralph Bollner, I think was his name, in the show, which didn't make sense to anybody.
Nope.
But yeah, here it was a lot of fun, is what it was.
All right, so here's some last pack here. We hope for what we call around here some last pack magic.
LPM.
Maybe we'll see an auto. Put those LPMs in the chat. Here's a nice one too here. I think that's a pretty big tell in the show as well. I think this is I don't want to call it monumental, but it's a moment that shouldn't be overlooked. The fact that she's in black and white, and of course playing with the toy there, one of her children's toys, it's in color. So
yeah, especially when you're watching it unfold and you don't know yet, it was kind of a big moment there.
Exactly. There you go, bursting in right there. And then we've got a welcome to Westview. Vision looks dead. He sure does.
He wasn't doing well.
Yeah, guy wasn't feeling well that day. And then our last card, how about Learn to Glow? There you go.
Learn to Glow, Monica.
Learn to Glow, Monica, in the Scarlet Red. All right, so I mean, final thoughts. What do you think there? What was the overall feeling when you saw that open?
What I tell you is I definitely want to open some of this product more than I did when I came here today. I was anticipating it. I mean, I really do like Elizabeth Olsen as Scarlet Witch. I think she does a great job. But seeing these cards and the way this is constructed does make me want to open this product and chase those autos.
Yeah, same here. I think I would welcome the opportunity to open more of this. Hopefully, it's a good looking product. I like the cards because you know what? I would say base cards. I'm a little sometimes a little less is more. So I think the fact that they have the static around the different realities, but then just the nice picture of it, and then kind of the WandaVision in the bottom right corner. I think that's a nice design, and of course, I do enjoy the parallels and hope to see some auto parallel versions because I think those would look incredible. A little shimmer with the auto is always a nice touch.
And we hit the number card really early, and we hit the green. I'm really curious to see what those other number parallels look like.
Yeah, same here.
Like
and you know what?
pack.
It's so right. I was gonna say it's so funny because I feel like the two film cells. I totally forgot about the green numbered card, honestly, until you just said that. I'm thinking to myself, I'm like, oh, we did get that. So overall, I think fun product. I think it'll be interesting to rip some more. And if you guys are just joining us, or if you didn't hear before, I just want to let you guys know, if you want to win what we just opened, all you have to do is in the chat now on Twitch or on the YouTube replay, comment what your favorite part of WandaVision was. Well, Justin, any other thoughts before we let you go here today?
I'm just looking forward to more of this Marvel product releasing here in the future. I'm keeping my eye out for Fleer Ultra Avengers and Marvel Allure, which will be another MCU product that's going to have a wider spectrum of MCU characters, not just focused in like on WandaVision.
Very, very good. Absolutely. I think Marvel is fun for anybody. Sports fans, comic fans, you name it. Marvel is always fun. I know you did this the first episode, but still, for the folks at home, let them know, how can they find you and your content?
Yeah, there's really kind of three places you can find me. Number one is on YouTube. I make regular content, primarily around Marvel cards. You can also find me on Instagram as Spidey Hits, YouTube as Spidey Hits, and also I've been more active here on Twitter as Spidey Hits as well. You can find me there.
All right, Spidey Hits,
good.
pretty easy to remember, and I think you know what you're going to his page for. Well, Justin Underwood, thanks again, man. Really appreciate you, and thanks for being the first two-time guest, and hope to see you again, too, another time when we got some more Marvel to open.
Maybe you'll get the hat trick next time.
That's it. It's always an honor to be on the chase. Thanks for having me, guys.
No problem, brother. We'll see
Absolutely.
you soon.
All right, take care.
Hope
What
you
a-
guys enjoyed the WandaVision as much as I did. I like to look at, like I said, I watched the whole series, so I really enjoyed opening those cards. A lot of fun. Wish we would have got an auto, but that's okay. Wish we would have got a sketch card because I've seen some of the sketch cards and they are amazing art as usual. And you know, I happened to catch one that actually had like the Vision. I know a lot of you guys were talking about the Halloween scene with Vision and Wanda in their like cartoon comic costumes. So I did see a sketch card with that. So that looks awesome.
Even like for me, you know, I can say I have not seen all of WandaVision. You know, I've seen bits and pieces, but seeing the cards and, you know, the film cells were nasty.
Film cells are
The
super
film
cool.
cells are super,
I love those.
super cool. And I mean, I do love my sketch cards. We didn't get one, but still, like, just seeing the cards and, like, their designs and just everything that they entailed were pretty sweet.
For sure. So, you know, if any of you guys do open up some WandaVision out there in the chat, and if you hit something big, you know, send us a photo, send us a video. We'd love to see what you guys get out of WandaVision. We'd like to see what you guys get out of really any product that you rip, that we get to rip on here.
Tag your boys, tag DA underscore the chase, and we'll give you a little shouts.
Yeah, pretty much. And hey, H. Cooper, yes, WandaVision is the story about her life journey. It's like her wanting Vision to still be alive, but yes, it is set after Vision dies. It's set after Vision dies. It's very good. I do suggest it to anybody, even if you're just a little bit of a Marvel fan or you're a big Marvel fan. I suggest it for either.
Yeah, I'm hoping I can, like, finish all the episodes. So.
Yeah, check it out. Check it out. See, and you gotta let me know how you feel. But we're actually done early today. We're gonna start wrapping it up here. But I want to give one more. Just if you want to win any of the contents of the WandaVision that we just opened, let us know what your favorite scene, favorite part of the WandaVision series was. You could do it here in the chat live, or you could do it on the YouTube replay, whichever you prefer. I wanted to open up. We never end this early though. Did the chat have anything else they want to say? Anything that we didn't cover? You know,
Thank you, Mom. I appreciate the.
if there was some hobby news that you didn't get a chance to hear on here, make sure you go to youtube.com/DACardWorld. And Meerkat does card news now every day there. Cody did one yesterday, so check out Cody. But make sure you're looking at that too for some more hobby news. Whatever we don't cover on here, usually Meerkat, Cody, Elena, whoever has to do it that day, might have a little more insight there for you on that. Insert. It's a hobby term.
Content, and more content. That's what you're getting from us.
Yeah, DX Flyers, Wanda did turn heel. It was a huge heel turn for Wanda throughout the whole series, to be honest with you. And then, of course, she makes the big baby face white meat comeback. That's how they say it in the biz. All right, well, if you guys don't have anything else, we got
TV magic.
TV magic, baby. If you guys don't have anything else for you, we got some great stuff lined up for you. In the main lounge, Jersey John will be on today. He'll have group breaks, personal breaks all day for you. Don't forget, Luke and Steve are also streaming right now as we speak on 2 Bros 1 Break. That's twitch.tv/DA_2 Bros 1 Break. What's up?
I don't want to ruin a surprise, but we also have a very special content piece that we're going to be starting today. That's probably going to be up on YouTube at some point, and we're really looking forward to it. I don't want to ruin the surprise or the person that we'll be talking to, but we're very excited for it. That's all I'm going to say.
Yeah, keep an eye out for that. We do have some exciting stuff for you coming up. We have a special guest that's going to be in the house later, but we will be putting that out on YouTube eventually, so just keep an eye out for that, like David said. But anything else you'd like to add for the end of the episode here?
No, hump day, halfway to the weekend, and I'm really looking forward to the weekend now that I have tickets to the Bills-Bengals game. So.
No wonder you got that shit-eating grin on your face. I was wondering. I'll have to ask how much you got it for.
I gotta adjust my plans now.
There you go. Make sure you join us on Friday. We do have a MLB pitcher for the Red Sox. I'm not going to tell you who. Big collector hosts a collecting television show, so make sure you're joining us in for that and another box script giveaway. So until then, do you think you guys can do us a favor? And just remember one thing, it's all about the chase. Ooh, I got it. Sees ya. Top chat.
Top chat.
Oh, see you Friday.